Disposable products are forgotten about after they're thrown away. And this is an issue because as plastic degrades over time, it can actually end up in your food really soon. The long-term health risk is that it makes you very sick. So how does this come about? Well, you essentially pay for items at any store, which get thrown away, and are therefore paying to damage the earth. Now here's the situation. Pollution keeps growing every day, and this is because we do not care about recycling or try sustainable methods. I'm going to educate and show everyone the benefits of recycling. And in order to do that, I'm going to describe a third world country where pollution is overwhelming, and that'll hopefully motivate us all to act. Lastly, I'm going to show everyone what they can do to act now, and in the long run, we'll hope to change our behavior and habits of single-use items. Recycling and using sustainable alternatives is essential in order to help the critical pollution and wasteland situation that we face from getting worse. So let's look at how and why we're damaging the earth. Our poor habits and use of single-use items can cause irreversible damage to the planet. Pollution continually grows daily based on our routines. From the World Wildlife Foundation, in an article titled Pollution, and the World Wildlife Foundation is aimed at reducing pollution, they say that water pollution is difficult to remove since most of the planet is water. They say that shipping containers can fall off ships during storms, trash from city streets can drain into rivers, and waste from landfills blows into bodies of water. Another source of pollution are greenhouse gases, and these damage the atmosphere. From National Geographic in an article titled Pollution, they say that producing disposable items from factories can release toxins in the air and can contaminate our air supply. Deforestation reduces air being recycled and can increase global temperatures if burned. Next, land pollution can affect us in many ways. From the same article by National Geographic, they say that litter makes it difficult for plants and other producers in the food web to create nutrients. Landfills also have a limited capacity on trash collection, and in the long run, they're not very beneficial. People have excuses for not recycling or trying sustainable alternatives. They say that things get thrown away and are forgotten about. This chart by Edward Shoemaker, titled The Psychology Behind Why People Don't Recycle, in addition to his article, say that people can't recycle because it's not accessible to where they live. They also say that it costs too much to recycle. And from Christopher Douglas on a publication called Pollution from World Economic Forum, a small town in Sanford, Maine, paid a company $90,000 to collect recyclables that could have been landfilled for $13,000. There's also confusion about what to recycle. Communities have different guidelines for different products. From Linda Tefanu on Waste Dive titled Why Most Americans Find Recycling Confusing, they assume that facilities will sort through plastic. So here's what we should do to mitigate and reduce our impact on the environment. We should use recycling programs in place and practice being sustainable. If recycling is not accessible to you, then you should buy products that prevent the need to be properly disposed of. For example, you can go thrift shopping, and this saves clothes from becoming waste. You can purchase rechargeable batteries and eliminate the waste of single-use batteries. You can also acquire cloth bags for shopping. Think of long-term impact on products after they're used. It's a matter of what you want versus what you need. You can buy what you can immediately consume and avoid stockpiling. In an article from Solo Resource Recovery titled Why It's Important to Reduce Waste, being aware of what you purchase is the first step to reduce waste. Recycling can also create economic activity. By recycling, we use resources to their fullest potential. We save energy from reusing products and production of new ones. In a report from Stanford University in 2016, that recycled products estimated that it saved 71 billion BTUs of energy, or enough energy to power 600 homes for a year. Recycling also saves resources organically in creating more products. Recycling can also create jobs. Waste disposal and recycling companies are created and employed from recycling. Companies can create innovative products from recycling as well. For example, this 3D printed bus station in China is created entirely from recyclable products. So now let's look at what could happen if we don't take action on this crisis. Plastic pollution is exported to a third world country because it is cheaper and the country accepting the pollution needs the money. So picture yourself here in a third world country and are paid to accept and facilitate through plastic pollution. Plastic China is a documentary by Jay Wong, and he shows the effects of exporting plastic. In the documentary, he shows that trash scatters the land, and there's no rules or regulations, meaning anything can arrive at your doorstep. This is an issue because as trash collects, it affects people's lives. From Charlotte Edmond in an article titled, "This is what the world's waste does to people in poor countries," between 400,000 and 1 million people die each year due to mismanaged waste in developing countries. Burning trash releases dangerous chemicals into the air. It must sit and be sorted. So I will explain what we can do right now in Arizona to reduce our impact on the environment. Here are steps that students and faculty at ASU can take right now to stop creating waste. You pay for tuition and therefore pay for the convenience of recycling bins around campus. Every trash can has a recycling bin connected to it. There are numerous collection facilities on campus to take advantage of. ASU is also the first in sustainability, so let's keep that true. Use a reusable water bottle and fill it up on campus. Also, you can pack a lunch to bring to campus and eliminate creation of single-use containers. There's also clubs to get involved in if you want to contribute more. For example, Zero Waste, a club on campus, educates others what is recyclable and what is not. So here's a quick recap of why recycling has its benefits. It creates jobs and products made from recycled material. It fulfills our duty in using resources to their max potential. It also creates less waste and lowers consumption of unnecessary items. So go out and make the earth a greener place by using sustainable products and recycling.